Yeah. Okay.
No tone, right?
Hey.
They play Washington tomorrow night, Molly, and I know we're looking at this as like this battle of the Titans. Like, don't be shocked if they come out there and they shut down Jaden Daniels. That is how good this Packers defense is.
America, you showed us exactly what you think of us. We constantly have to deal with the BS narrative about how, oh, this was a fluke, sophomore slump, now this BS. And you know what? At this point, bump all this. It's just time to get to business. Green Bay, this is nothing personal with you. You're just in the way. So when we go down to the Frozen Tundra, the Lambeau Mystique, you could be Gouda, sharp cheese, cheddar cheese, Limburger, pepper jack. I don't give a damn. Tonight, you're Swiss cheese. Cause Mystique. Let's start the goddamn show.
What up? What's good? What's happening? It's your boy Big Herb here, and welcome to another episode of Off the Bench. We are on the road to 1,000 subs. Yeah, I changed the 500 to 1,000, man. We got to reach higher, man. I mean, we can't just stay stagnant and just when you sit there and oh shit. All righty. So that's the way to start off the show. When you start off just thinking low, you got to go ahead and get that shit up high. So go ahead and get excited about it. So yeah, oh man, it's a hell of a way to start a show. So alrighty, so let's start off by doing this, guys. For starters, now let me go ahead and fix this because this is weird. All right, for starters, unfortunately, right this second, we had Rio lined up for the show, but due to he has something to take care of real quick. If he's not able to come on today, he's definitely coming on tomorrow. So we'll go ahead and set that time up for you guys. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and start the show. So our next foe is at Lambeau Field, the Green Bay Packers. And what do I think of them? I think that they're an exceptional team. I think that they are actually a Super Bowl contender. Contrary to how the intro started, I don't actually have a problem with the Green Bay Packers. I think that they were one of the teams that I rooted for growing up as a kid when the Commanders wasn't really doing shit. So I needed somebody to go ahead and watch and everything. So I will go ahead and say that's a starter. So they're a really exceptional team. No beef with them whatsoever. I love the fact that they even took Micah Parsons away from us, away from the Cowboys. So I give them all the credit. I think that they are a playoff team. I think they are exceptionally put together. And the fact that they had that last star literally put in at the last minute is actually a good move for them. They're going to be really good this year. What I don't like is the fact that this narrative of that we have been busting our hard parts the whole entire time, making sure that we are actually a good team. We showed you last year that we are an exceptional team put together. And then on top of that, you go ahead and just see what we did last week. You saw what we did last week to the Giants. And that's still, okay, the Giants really ain't that good, but at the same time, they're still an NFL team. And a lot of people had us being what's the name? Had them being the spoiler to go ahead and beat us last week. What happened? We went ahead and dog walked them. I mean, we did exactly what we were supposed to do. But now it's like, oh, you just went up against the Giants. So once again, everybody's moving that damn goal line back. What a lot of people ain't sitting there talking about, as far as with the Packers is concerned, yes, they did beat the number one offense from last year. Yes, they did apply a lot of pressure on defense. What they're not talking about is one of their Pro Bowl linemen was out. The other Pro Bowl lineman retired, and they also have what's the name, a guard who subbed in for as a center. So of course that interior is going to be ass. And then on top of that, you don't have your offense coordinator last year and your defensive coordinator last year. So I'm not going to sit here and diminish how they won that game. Hey, they beat a playoff team. They beat the number one team in the NFC last year. I'm never going to discredit the Packers for that. They are actually an exceptional team. What my problem is with the narrative about like, oh, that dude is still on and we ain't taking serious. So that's my issue with the Hornets situation, as far as them coming on to the actual the scene, and because it literally happened a week before the season started. They weren't even talked about like, oh, they're a Super Bowl contender. They're a playoff team. They're a playoff team. Michael Parsons, oh, they're a Super Bowl contender. No, hold on a second, dog. You're not just gonna sit there and act like we ain't either. Oh, well, they're the youngest team. Hold on a second, dude. Our core base of our players are young. What are you talking about? Yes, we have older veteran players. Yes, they are still going ahead and balling out. So at the end of the day, why are we still sitting here like we ain't that good of a team? So stop the narrative. That's the issue that I had. Packers, this ain't got nothing to do with y'all. I think this is going to be a really good fight. Football game. It's going to be as far as I'll even go as far as this. I'm gonna save that for the end at the end of the show, as far as my prediction of what to go ahead and the score be. I think this is a really good team put together. I'm never going to diminish them. I think I like what they have put together. Jordan Love, I'm even going to go as far as him to say this. I think he is a good quarterback. Do I think that he's a great quarterback? No, because he hasn't showed me anything yet. And it's not saying that he's not capable of it. I think that he is, but he needs to show me. And I could say what I want to say about my quarterback, because he actually showed me in his first year. He took a 4-win team to an NFC championship game. So, yes, I should be able to go ahead and say, I think that this guy is the best quarterback in the NFC. Do I think that he's better than the top four yet? No, I don't. You're not going to get me to say that. And in the comments section, let me start off. Settle Down says they aren't even thinking about us. We're gonna surprise them. Yeah, I think that we can. I think that we're actually going to. It's just this narrative of everybody sitting there saying that we're not good enough. The Packers are just go ahead and this mystique of Lambeau Field and the Frozen Tundra. Yeah, that's the issue that I have. It's not the fact that they're not even taking us serious. The fact that Schrager came over there and said, "Don't be surprised if Jaden Daniels gets shut down." Like, come on, bro, for real. The homie Raise Hellzell. What's going on, homie? What's good, my guy? Hit that like button. Y'all sub him up on the channel. Yes, thank you, sir. Appreciate you, brother. But yeah, I definitely feel that way. It's just like, dude, don't sit there and diminish our work. Because we nice too. And that really pisses me off every single time, because it's like, dude, we good. So don't sit there and just throw us to the side like we just chopped liver or whatever, like treating us like a redheaded stepchild. Like, no, don't do that, man, because you know how we get that. We showed you that we're a legit team. JD5 was rusty last week and still put together 300 yards on the day and still at times look unfazed. That should tell you a lot. I mean, seriously, when at the end of the day, when you look at that, yeah, it's like, dude, come on. That bothers me at the end of the day. It really does. Because it's like, we didn't do a damn thing, and you're not sitting there looking at us like we are exceptional at what we do. So stop that nonsense, man. Packers, I like their team. So, but yeah. But before we go any further, first and first, make sure you hit that like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment in the comment section. So we got another comment. The homie Zell says, "Let them sleep. This defense gonna hit them in like a matchup. You know what? They can sleep. I'm waking their ass up today. Wake up. Wake the hell up. It's time to get up and watch some damn football at the end of the day, man. Um, but yeah, let's get into like we always say, best ability is availability. And you're not good to me if you're off the field. So with that being said, let's get into the injuries of who's gonna play today. So starting off for our Washington Commanders, John Bates was a full looks like he's going to play. Just a few of the names real quick. So Noah Brown, Jaden Daniels, Austin Eckler, Zach Ertz, Jonathan Jones, Marshawn Lattimore, Von Miller, Deron Payne, and Laramie Tunzel. Every single one of those players was put on the injury report. Why? Because, excuse me, when you play a Thursday night game and they finish the game on Sunday, you have to put in exactly what that injury report is because it's a short week. I mean, come on. But unfortunately, we have two people who are questionable today. And those two people today are Dietrich Wise, the defensive end, who had an exceptional game the other day, penetrating the pass rush, penetrating the offensive line to go ahead and make a lot of plays. I really thought that his play was exceptional. Sir, I wasn't aware of how good you really were. So my mistake. And punter Trust Way, due to the fact that he fell on his back because Ben Sinnott couldn't block on special teams for us. So there you have it. But on the other side of the spectrum, you have the Green Bay Packers, who have a few people questionable for the game today. First things first, Zane Anderson, questionable. Aaron Banks, Zane Anderson, safety, questionable. Aaron Banks, guard, questionable. Brendan Cox, defensive lineman, he's out for the day. Nate Hobbs, cornerback, questionable. Bo Middleton, cornerback, out. Michael Parsons, we know he's going to play, but he's listed as questionable. Another one, Zach Tom, he's listed as questionable. So with the way that we've been playing on defense with that defensive line the other day, don't sit there and think that we can't apply pressure the same way that we did against the Giants. Now, granted, the Giants are a bad team. The offensive line is bad. So I'm not going to sit there and just say that the Packers line is trash or whatever. I'm not. They're actually a quality team, like I've said before. I just think as far as with us, we're going to be able to go ahead and make moves. The best way to get to rattle a quarterback is to put his face in the dirt. Another way to do that is stop the run. And I mean, you know what? I already talked about the injuries, and I mean, I sitting there I'm making that transition. So let's just go ahead and get into those keys of victory. So for starters, my key to victory, starting off right this second, is number one, we got to sit there and stop thinking about this Frozen Tundra, Lambeau Field, Mystique. It's literally the reason why I called the episode Fuck the Mystique. So with that being said, yes, we haven't won there since 1988. Yes, that's bad. But let's keep it a buck too. We ain't really playing out there that much. So all those years that we haven't played for a long time, yeah, the Mystique is a thing, I guess you could say. But my thing is this: they got to lace up their boot. They got to lace up their cleats too. They got to go out there and hit too. They got to throw passes. They got to run the ball just like us. And I'm not scared of them. So miss me with that narrative of, oh, it's the Frozen Tundra, it's Lambeau Field, it's this, that, and the third. Nah, bump all that, man. We a good team. We not the old Redskins or the old football team anymore. We are a quality team. We are supposed to be looked at as a threat. So all this narrative about like, oh, it's the Mystique, it's the Mystique, it's the Mystique. Yeah, bump all that, man. And plus, we're getting them early in the year. It's going to be 60 degrees outside today. Perfect football weather. So all that narrative about like, oh, I'm glad we got it while it was cold. Well, it's not cold. Look here, man. It is what it is. Play football. Number 2, DBs need to blanket those receivers out there. I'm saying this because I really, really, really love our matchup with our defensive backs versus their receivers. They don't have a bona fide number one like a Jamar Chase, CD Lamb. Well, CD had a bad game, but I'm not here to shit on him right this second. He's still a great receiver. But they don't have that number one option like when they had Devontae Adams out there when he was there with Aaron Rodgers. He is a good player. I mean, what's his name? They are some good players in that receiving room, but it's like a load of number twos. They will be a great number 2 somewhere else. Romeo Dobbs will be a great one, a great number 2 somewhere else. And he's their best receiver. So my first thing is we got to blanket those cornerbacks, especially with Frozone, Chill, and Southeast Sean going out there. Trey Amos had a really good game last week. Marshawn Lattimore had an exceptional game last week. So let's go ahead and keep that same drive going, man. That's something that I really feel like that we can, if we can handle that. We can handle them that receiver room. The next one, offensive line needs to win the trenches. If you looked at how the game was last week, yes, we had to go ahead. There was times where Jaden I think we had 3 sacks, and 2 of them were on Jaden because he didn't get rid of the ball in time. And I mean, like sometimes you got to hit that clock got to go. But the one thing about it is, yes, he was rusty last week. So I'm not, he's going to realize, hey, I got to go ahead and get rid of that ball, or I got to run and just throw it out of bounds or whatever. So yeah, we got to go ahead and do better with that. Another thing as far as with the Hornets situation, being able to run the ball on them as well. So we need to Bill and I have to say, shout out to Bill Ja'Cory Crosby-Merritt for getting Pepsi Zero Rookie of the Week. So shout out to him. And why did he get it? Because of that offensive line that we had last week. That offensive line play was exceptional. Run at Michael Parsons. Michael Parsons want to go ahead and line up against what's his name? Connerly Jr. Line up against him. Go ahead and show him who the hell you are. That's the best way to go ahead and as a rookie. Yes, baptism by fire. Nobody said that this game was going to be easy. You started off with Burns. The next week you got Michael Parsons. Then the next week you're going to have Max Crosby. Okay, you're an offensive lineman and you're a first-round draft pick. We got to go ahead and get this boy adjusted to the game. And these first 3 games are going to be something to look at. So yes, I'm interested to see how it's going to be, because I mean, here's the thing: Parsons may actually go ahead and switch over against Tunsil sometimes too. But I mean, hey, we'll see. But I'm pretty sure a majority of that time he's going to be lined up on the rookie Connerly Jr. Rashawn Gary is also an exceptional pass rusher as well. I think that he's gonna have an exceptional year this year because he has Michael Parsons on the other side, and they have to pay attention to him. So it's that those one-on-one situations is gonna be really, really beneficial to Rashawn Gary, and he's a Michigan guy. So I mean, shout out, homie. Another thing to go ahead and look at. You got to stop the run. You look at who they have at running back. Damn it, losing my train of thought with the running back right this second. Last week we had an exceptional time going ahead and stopping the run last week. Yes, we went up against. Jacobs is his name. Jacobs is an exceptional running back. He, for the last 9 games, he scored a touchdown, rushing touchdown in the last 9 games, and we have to stop that. Jacobs is is arguably a top 5 running back in this league. You look at like Saquon Barkley, you look at what's my man's name in Baltimore, Henry. You look at Bijan Robinson, and you can sprinkle them in there. At the end of the day, you really can put Jacobs in there. Jacobs is an exceptional running back, and we need to make sure that we apply that pressure on them. And dealing with the injuries that they have today, why not go after them and try to make sure that you can stop them? If you arrive violently, oh my God, this is going to be amazing. Deron Payne had an amazing game against them yet last week. Javon Kinlaw, who is becoming one of my favorite players on the team right now. Javon Kinlaw, if you looked at it, he was interviewed earlier this week. I forget the guy's name. I think it's Adam. Channel 7 interviewed him, and he said, this is going to be an ice bath game. And I sat back and was like, God damn. It's bad enough that Javon Kinlaw is looked at as the real Debo on his team, the mountain from, what's his name, Game of Thrones. He said this is going to be an ice bath game. So this game is finna to be physical. It's going to be a lot of hitting. It's going to be a lot of people getting laid the hell out. Somebody go and load up those ice baths because it's going to be a hell of a game today. And that's what I love to hear from. This is a Joey defense who said consistently, arrive violently. We got to arrive violently. And I love the passion that he's sitting there saying, and he's actually showing it. The very first play from scrimmage last week on defense, he laid out Tracy one with one arm. So yes, I thoroughly I'm looking forward to this matchup on the defensive line going up against their offensive line, trying to stop the run. Another thing to look forward to as far as with this, you got to stay disciplined. And what I'm saying about that is last week we had 12 penalties for 94 yards. 12 penalties for 94 yards is unacceptable. It's not acceptable. We can't have that. And the fact that you had 12, and it wasn't like hey, the ref is calling some bullshit or whatever. It's not like, it's a holding. It's mental fucking penalties. Mental. Noah Brown, offsides after he caught a 30-yard pass. Bobby Wagner, when they came over there, now that was probably a BS call when he pushed Russell Wilson. Him and Russell Wilson is actually good friends, and I mean he didn't go out there and just peel off one. So yeah, he goes ahead and hits him, but then he also gets a flag at the end. They said because the hand was like right here that he got a flag for what's the name, a roughing the passer. Deidre Wise, right when we came over there and shut them down on 4th down, they call illegal hands to the face. This just dumbass penalties, dude. If you're rushing the passer that damn good, you don't have to get up in here. You have to be disciplined. You have to be on your technique. You have to show that you are capable of doing. Here's the one thing that and I know the pride gets in the way. Look here, if you can't cover the damn receiver, get yourself. Tell the coach, I got to be in a better situation. And I know that's a lot to sit there and say, like somebody's really gonna go ahead and say, I don't want to cover the top receiver. No, at the end of the day, we're trying to win games. If you know that somebody is in a better situation who can cover that person, go ahead and make them cover that person. Because let me go ahead and take this one right here because I know I can shut this person down. I'm not even thinking about ego anymore at this point. You gotta go ahead. If you know that this not a good matchup for you, then you have to go ahead and step back and let somebody else do it. I know that's a lot saying. I know you're looking at me like, Herb, what the hell are you talking about? These guys are always have like that. They think that they can do everything, and you probably could, but there's just some people that you just can't cover. One thing as far as like you look at last week, Trey Amos. That boy could cover. He went and shut down at sometimes Malik Neighbors. If you can't go ahead and cover the person, you have to go, instead of just sitting there putting us in a position where we got to worry about a pass interference. You got to step back. You got to go ahead and just do better. I'm tired of this onside BS as far as us not being accountable when it comes down to penalties. We got to do better. It's something that we got to learn from. We're a championship caliber team now. We can do this. And one thing that we can do is get an X factor. And my X factor of the week, Laramie Tunzel. Laramie Tunzel is my X factor of the week. Why? Because that's a damn good pass rush that they got over there in Green Bay. There's going to be times when Micah Parsons, I'm sorry, I'm not Jared Jones, Micah Parsons. So Laramie Tunzel is definitely my X factor for the day. Because I think that if you go ahead and get him to shut down any of those pass rushers, because like I said, Rashawn Gary is definitely a really good pass rusher. And the fact that Micah Parsons is still in the game and he's going to be on a pitch count, I would assume he's still going to be on a pitch count because it was 2 games within 10 within a week, less than a week. So I expect that. I just think as far as like with him having Micah Parsons and dealing with Rashawn Gary, I think that he's gonna giving JD that 2.5 to 3, possibly 4 seconds means a lot. So it's something that you actually have to look forward to. Let me go ahead and look at the comments real quick. I am Black Mall. I think Quan Martin is going to have himself a game tonight. Pick 6, I'm calling it hell. Hey, you know what? Because Quan Martin almost took that joint to the house, even though it was called back, I can see that. I'm not even going to sit there because Quan looked like a ball hawk out there yesterday. And they was hitting out there. He was covering his ground. I think he did a damn good job. I got to go ahead and give credit when credit's due. My man was getting busy out there. So, I mean, he definitely showed his tail. And I would like to see Quan. Hell, he ain't even got to get a pick 6. Just go ahead and get the interception because, I mean, we got JD5 and the rest of them back there. So I want to go ahead and just that's a damn good comment, though. I mean, everybody go ahead and hit the comments. Tell me who you think your X factor for the night is. But no, also, no, I just want to keep bringing this up because I said this for those of you who just coming in now. Rio Robinson was supposed to come in today, and unfortunately, because he has a situation that he has to handle, he may not be coming in today. But if he doesn't come in today, he said that he was going to try to come in tomorrow. So when we review this game. So, but in the meantime, guys, thank you for coming in, watching the show. Make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button while you're in here. And yeah, just tell me who you think as far as like who's your X factor for today. Rochelle Davis says, I see you often on Lake Lewis Fan Day shows. Didn't know you had your own podcast. Thank you for your excellent knowledge and evaluation of football. You know what, Ms. Davis, thank you very much. Lake is cool as hell. That's my guy. And I'm just happy that he even thought to bring me on. So I'm forever in debt to him because he gave me an opportunity to be on the show. So, and I thank him as much as I can. So yeah, shout out to Lake. I'm just a guy that just knows a little bit of football. I'm not gonna sit there and say like, oh yeah, I'm a football analyst and everything. No, I love this game and I love talking about it with people. So I appreciate you, Ms. Davis, for even coming in and hitting the comment on the show. Be sure to hit that like and the subscribe to the channel. So thank you for tuning in. I am Black Mall also says, show him some love, hit that like button. My man, thank you, appreciate it. Also, but as far as just finishing up on that X Factor part, um, I think Larry Tunzel is the guy who we have to look at because let's keep it a buck real quick. And I'm not. This is not a bash the Packers type situation where I'm talking about right now. So I'm going to go ahead and say this. We originally started off with having the Green Bay Packers before Week 1. Oh yeah, they're a playoff team. They're a good team. They're yada yada woo woo. They never was looked at as a Super Bowl team. Micah Parsons gets in here instantly. They're a Super Bowl caliber team. I'm not debating that. They are. They got the caliber to be a Super Bowl team, a Super Bowl caliber team. Because you have one of the best pass rushers in the game, if not the best. So you're not going to sit here and get me to go ahead and talk nonsense like I don't know what the hell I'm watching. Yeah, he is a great pass rusher. He is he's a game changer. But one thing about it too, in the games that we played last week, Jaden did have some good plays on him. Jaden did get sacked by him and everything, but we had a better line this year. I really like the future that we're heading in the direction of what's going on. So when you get somebody like a Micah Parsons on that team, it has me thinking like, hey, we can go ahead and actually still show them how good we really are, because we've elevated every single step from last year to show like, hey, we can be better. We had a middle of the pack line. We made sure that it was better. Terry was our only wide receiver. We went ahead and got Deebo Samuels. What's the name? Zach Ertz is still, at the end of the day, he is still a very good tight end in this league. And the fact that he played 20 games last year we can't overlook that. Played 20 games last year when the year before he barely even played. And he was thinking about retirement. Bobby Wagner and his defense has played very. He was a second team All Pro last year with Frankie Louvu. We finally got Jordan McGee to go ahead and actually get onto this team and actually ball out. He had a pretty decent game last week, but he needs to show it this week. In which, before I get, let me go ahead and look at this comment section real quick. Ms. Rochelle Davis, do you think the refs will be the X factor? I hope and pray if they are, it's beneficial to us. Let me keep it a buck with you. But my thing is this: I mean, we can't let the refs go on this game today. We can't walk into this thing and expect. We have to play our game, is what I'm trying to say. We have to go in there and don't let the refs be the reason why the call comes at the end of the day. I just feel like we can be so much better. And I think that we are a great team. And I think that we need to get that respect that we really deserve. But going back to what I was getting ready to say, players to watch today. Some players to watch, like I just said, Jordan McGee is one of the players who I'm watching today. Because you look at that Hornside situation with that, Jordan McGee loves to go after his tight ends. And we have Will Harris out there who did an exceptional job covering. But at the same time, that's what Jordan McGee's here for too. You're here as a roaming linebacker to cover. So I expect you to do well in those situations when you're healthy, and you're healthy. I need you to go ahead and be that good so we can go ahead and let Frankie Louvu do Frankie Louvu. I think last week we didn't need him to go ahead and be that great because the Giants were just that damn bad. So with this one, that's one player that I'm watching tonight. I want to see all this stuff about how Jordan McGee is supposed to be this guy who could change the game up. He's the heir apparent to Bobby Wagner, this, that, and the third. He's a false multiplier. I want to see that. Of course, JD5. I mean, last week he had 300 yards total and played rusty. In all honesty, we should have put up 30 points at the minimum last week, and we walked away with 21-6. We should have. And JD has got to get back on as far as with the clock management and the what's the name, situational play. When it's coming time to what's the name, end of the half, throw the ball over top of Ertz and through the uprights. Just throw it through there. You do it on the other side of the left side of the field. And when you threw it to the left side of the field, now we got what's the name? Intentional grounding penalty. Got to play smart. Had a terrific game last week. So let me not sit there and bash him on that. I'm just saying, I mean, dude, you played exceptionally well and you were rusty. So that's one thing that you actually got to look at as far as like, dude, this is really, really good. He's a really good football player. And I think he's a front runner for the MVP this year. That's not no homer stuff. It's literally like, I think that he could really be a front runner for this, for them. But he still has to show it at the end of the day. Another player to watch who I'm looking for, JCM, the Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, Bill, if you will. Yeah, my guy, Horn said, I got to go ahead and give him a shout out real quick because he did win Rookie of the Week. So, yes, got to give that man Bill his credit. So, yeah, I just got to get that kid credit because the 82 yards on 10 carries was really good. Now, granted, that last, that last run was like a 40-yard run. So, I mean, but at the end of the day, he still had to run it. He still was shifty. He still got the job done. So I'm actually looking forward to seeing what it's going to look like, what he's going to look like tonight. How could you bounce back from a game like that last week to go ahead and see what you're going to do this week? So, yeah. Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin definitely showed he still has he showed that double move last week. Now, granted, JD didn't get the ball to him, but at the same time, he had like 2 or 3 catches last week. He has to go, but that's the one thing about JD. I'm sorry, not JD. Terry, where he doesn't start the season off with a bang every year, and we got to change that narrative. We have to change that narrative because Terry is that dude. Now, it's coming towards like. Like it's becoming a recurring thing the first week of the year where we about to go ahead and get Terry that bomb. And the very first week he misses it. The second year he misses it. I mean, is this a tradition now? I mean, I think also just the fact that he had the whole entire contract situation going on. So that plays a part as well. We got to go ahead and get him and JD on the same track. I truly believe that this, with them being on the same page, everything's going to work out. Another person who I am looking forward to seeing, Dorrance Armstrong. Dorrance Armstrong last week was a wrecking ball out there. I mean, constantly in the backfield. He was constantly applying pressure. 9 pressures, tied his career high, by the way. 9 pressures last week, showing out, just going ahead and getting to the quarterback. He ain't got a sack last week. I'm interested to see how this is. He's still going to follow. How's he going to follow that performance? Deron Payne, who was another person, what they call him, Payday Payne, as Louis T calls him. The defensive tackle had 4 tackles, a sack, tackle for loss, and 2 batted balls. I'm interested to see how he's going to follow it. I mean, he finally looks comfortable. And Jonathan Allen, credit to him. I mean, he played well with us for the years that he was here. He's a Pro Bowler, 2-time Pro Bowler while he was here. Deron Payne looked like he's having fun out there. Please, if you think otherwise, please tell me in the comment section. Deron Payne looks like he's having fun, and that's the thing that I love to see with this guy this year. Uh, this whole entire training camp, he looked like he was having a ball. This last game on Sunday, he looked like he was sitting there dancing, getting in the backfield, being active, beating tackles, getting a sack. I mean, he showed like he was having the time of his life. And if he's gonna play like this with his partner in crime, what's his name, Kinlaw, even getting what's his name, Jazon Newton out there, Dietrich Wise out there with him, and he's having a ball like this, I need that pain. That's the Deron Payne that I like to see. That's the guy that needs to come in here and show out and show us how great of a defensive player he is. If he plays like that, he can potentially. Now, I mean, he got one sack. I don't expect him as a defensive tackle to go ahead and get like 15 sacks or anything like that. But if you can apply that pressure and be that great the way that you played this past Sunday, back up the Brinks. Because that's the Deron Payne that I like to see. My player of the game last week, Deebo Samuel. I loved his game last week.
Deebo.
Yeah, Deebo Samuel. I thoroughly love. He had 7 catches for 77 yards, an end around for a touchdown. Fantastic job by the guy, especially when everybody thought that he was just fat ass that couldn't run no more. Shout out to Terrell Owens, a guy who's went to multiple Super Bowls, but yet Terrell Owens could sit there, and because he does sit-ups in his front yard, he's qualified to sit there and talk about somebody's health. Brandon Graham, shout out to him too. Went ahead and showed him yesterday that he showed him on Sunday how a fat ass can get 7 receptions for 77 yards and really should have got 10. In all honesty, if you looked at the all 22, there was a part where Jaden Daniels threw the ball out and that was literally just talking about to where he threw the ball away and got the intentional grounding. Deebo was wide open in the end zone. Right off his break, you seen him wide open like this. There was nobody around for 5 yards. And if he even looked at his side, he would have just got rid of the ball like that. And we got a guy who could complement Terry at this point. Terry can be exceptional, but with Deebo there, I'm looking out to see exactly what he's going to do this week. You know what? Let me go ahead and think of one more person who to look for tonight. I'm looking for Screw Loose Oos, Frankie Louvu, to show out tonight. He had 7 tackles. He was active out there, but he wasn't as active as we see him. He wasn't that all-pro second team Louvu that we've seen. Like he played good. Don't get me wrong. He didn't play bad, but it wasn't like he was called out like his play from last year, how good he was. I'm interested to see how he's going to do tonight. And the lights are flashing. I mean, hey, you know what? I want to see him jump over the top of the line. Excuse me. Jump over the top of the line, Palomalo style. And let me see what you're capable of tonight, Louvu. Yeah, I need Oos to go ahead and show out tonight. Exceptional player. I like to see him. There was a couple plays where he was going in as a pass rusher. And there was one, matter of fact, it was the play where Deron Payne got the sack. They had 4 or 5 players doing stunts that just looked tremendous. Yeah, I believe Kinlaw, Wise, Von Miller, Oos, and Deron Payne was all there, lined up at the line, and then just Louvu's creeping in from the left side, and then just stunts all the way up to the middle. What's his name? Deron Payne's coming on the left side. You got Von Miller switching in on this side to the right side. And it was just an amazing look that was just exceptional. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. We got some more comments in the comment section. Ken James, who is a Packer fan, that L coming for Jaden Daniels' first game in Lambeau. All right. Okay. While you out there, Ken Jones, Kim James, my apologies, my brother. First off, thank you for tuning into the show. Thank you for leaving a comment. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe because we show love to everybody who is in there, even our rivals, people who are from other teams. By the way, I got to give a shout out to DOD, who's a Vikings fan, came in here talking mess with us this week. Yeah, so I'm interested to see this game tonight, my man. Ken James. We'll see you tonight. I bet you one thing for sure. You better get your track shoes ready tonight. Because the homie JD5 is literally going to do whatever the hell he wants to do tonight. He's going to have fun. Did you see what he did with Burns the other day? Brian Burns decided to go ahead. Yeah, I'm going ahead and run after JD and start going ahead and get ready to sack him. JD is literally turning his head to the side, not even sprinting, not full sprint, steady pace, looking at Brian Burns and just laughing. I expect the same thing is going to happen tonight with Micah Parsons. I expect the same thing is going to happen with Rashawn Gary. The one thing about your defense is your pass rush is great. Your linebackers are really good. Your safeties are really, really good. But your corners are ass. Yeah, you see what I did there. You know? So, your corners are ass. Same thing that we had to deal with last week with the Giants. And we did that. And here's the thing, the Giants on defense is actually really good. They're really good. Their offense is ass. Now, we got to go ahead and see what we can do against y'all offense. But I mean, yeah, I truly believe that you guys don't scare me. You're not taking no fat L's. You know what? What I hope to see tonight, and this is this is really good. It's funny. You know what? I want to see one of our players pull the Randy Moss moon in the crowd. Because y'all, I heard about y'all cheeseheads out there, man. Y'all wild people out there, man. I'm interested to see what's gonna happen with that tonight, man. No, all jokes aside, thank you for KJ. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you, my guy. Y'all taking this L tonight? Nah, we're not to be played with. No, stop playing with our name. You will have this new narrative going on tomorrow about how good the Commanders are. We will see you in the playoffs at some point. I do expect you guys to be in the playoffs. I do expect to play you guys in the playoffs, but I expect you guys to come to Landover to play, not Lambeau Field. You're coming to, and that's a bold prediction for me to say, because that's saying that we actually won a division. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to tonight's game. So in the meantime, guys, I do want to go ahead and say this as my prediction. I will go ahead and say this will be a close game. I do believe that we're going to go ahead and be this is going to be a really down to the wire game. You're going to have a situation where JD5 has to show you the fourth quarter is clutch. The last 2 minutes of the game is clutch time for him. And that Lambeau Mystique that everybody sits there and talks about, we puts it to an end. We get our first win in Lambeau Field tonight for the first time since 1988. Commanders win 27-24. Last man in field goal right there in kicking, Matt Gay. gets his signature kick, and he gets respect. He finally gives he gets that notoriety that we're sitting there. We were sitting there giving him shit about missing kicks in the preseason. He goes in and kicks the game winner tonight. Coach O in the comment section says, "Give me Luke McCaffrey to return the touchdown, dude. If he returns the touchdown today, I'm doing a backflip." And I don't know if my big ass can really do that. Yeah, I'm a big back. I don't know if I could do that. I hope he does though, because I'll try it. I'll fail miserably. So, but yeah, I hope he does get a kickoff return for a touchdown tonight. And he says, "I'm with you." But yeah, Commanders get the dub tonight, 27-24, last minute field goal. Matt Gay with the finishing kickoff, to kick the game winner tonight. Yeah. So I'm expecting big things tonight, guys. This is gonna be. I'm not gonna say this is the coming out party for JD5 because JD5 showed y'all last year what was gonna happen. When he went into Cincinnati, got the game winner. I think that we're gonna do the same thing tonight. A lot of people are really doubting us. A lot of people were sitting there saying that we're not gonna win this game tonight. Peter Strager's even going out there saying that they're going to shut down JD5. Not happening. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news. That's not happening. Even if you look at the game, the one team who could shut down JD5 last year was the Philadelphia Eagles. The first game, he came off an injury, and I'm not going to sit there and use that as an excuse because I truly, at times during watching that game, I felt like he shouldn't have played. He wasn't himself. He went ahead and still played the game. It was still close. We had the lead at the beginning of the fourth quarter, but he wasn't himself. And not to mention, he didn't have the weapons that he has now. Then in the second game, you see what he did. 5 touchdowns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 touchdowns against the Eagles to win the game. NFC Championship game. He played well. The team played like shit. 3 fumbles by Austin Eckler, McNichols, and De'Ami Brown. All of them critical. And even still, going into the fourth quarter, we still was only down by a possession. And then the floodwaters opened up. 55-23 happened. But this is a brand new guy. This is a brand new kid. And people need to put some respect on his name. Talking about sophomore slumps. Talking about the team was last year was a fluke. Yeah, ask the Tampa Bay Buccaneers if we're a fluke. Ask the Detroit Lions if we're a fluke. Ask the Eagles when they played us that they weren't thinking twice, like, oh shit, the Commanders are really real. And I'm not talking about those fans in Philadelphia that's sitting in the 400 section. I'm talking about the real fans that's sitting there watching football and looking at us like, oh, I mean, yeah, we got the dub on y'all and everything. Y'all still ain't shit, but yeah, y'all nice. I'm talking about real common folk that actually knows the game. Coach O says, but I might break something exciting. You know, honestly, I'm a huge Marvel fan. And if you saw my reaction to the game on Sunday, because I did live stream, I am a fan of Thor. If this thing wasn't plastic, yeah, I definitely would have fucked up my floor. Because I banged this thing on the ground so many times. The head lady of the house was even looking at me like, yo, what the hell is that sound? But then she hears me yelling at the game. So she was like, yeah, you know, yeah, I understand. So But no, all jokes aside, man. I just getting back to what I was talking about, man. JD is that guy, and they need to put respect on his name. Uh, but it's not just JD who needs the respect. That defense needs the respect that they deserve, like they played last week. Now, granted, yes, they did play the Giants, and I think that today is a great test. But I'm also sitting there saying that Jordan Love is good. I don't think he's great. Jacobs, really good running back. That line today is suspect today. And with the defensive line penetration that we got last week, I feel comfortable. Your receivers. One thing I do want to go ahead and give credit to, Jordan Love, is that he passed the ball to 10 different receivers last week. And I got to say, dude, that's phenomenal. I will give credit when credit's due. You're not going to sit here and get me to talk shit about a team. And if they did not do good, if they did do good, I'm not going to overshadow. I'm not going to sit there and overlook it. He played phenomenal last week in the times that they actually did get on the field. Because time of possession, they didn't even win it. They was only on the field for about 20 minutes. But they made it better. But also, I think with this team that's put together, we need to get that respect. And once again, we got to show people that we ain't the one to be fucked around with. And I'm rambling at this point, so I'm excited about this game. Tell me what you think in the comment section. What you think the score is going to be tonight? Because I truly believe that this Thursday night football game is going to be something to remember. I think that tomorrow we're going to be sitting here wondering the power rankings for the following week. Going ahead and saying like, okay, so who's the Commanders? Are they a top team in the league at this point? Are they a top three? Are they a top team in the NFC? Are they a top team in the league? We will, if we win tonight, we will be the first team to 2-0 this season. Yeah, and I mean, and it gives us the jump on our division. And with the Birds playing the Eagles playing the Chiefs this week. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. This is gonna be a good game tonight. And yeah, guys. So as I finish this, I want to go ahead and say thank you all for tuning in to Off the Bench. What you guys cooking tonight? What you guys wearing tonight? Are we wearing the burgundy on gold pants? Your jersey. I got to go to work tonight, so unfortunately, I won't be doing a live stream of the game. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna be watching this game tonight. This should be fun. Yeah. At some point, I want to go out to Lambeau Field just to see what it's like. I'm definitely not going in at the end of the season, because fuck cold. So no, I'm not doing that shit. And the one thing I definitely want to go ahead and say this about Lambeau Field real quick. I am a football historian, and I love to know about the history of the game. I love it. I love everything there is about this game. I love to learn new things when it comes to football. Lambeau Field is a historic landmark, obviously, because there's nothing else in Green Bay whatsoever. It's literally a town with nothing there and a big ass stadium. But apparently this stadium is rocking every single week and everything, and it's phenomenal. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. But yeah, long story short, I eventually want to go ahead and go out there. Oh, one thing I do have to go ahead and say, I got to give a shout out to Road Warrior. The homie the other day got a proclamation from the PG County. And I have to give him his flowers. I've known this guy since 2003. We went to PG Community College with each other. That's where I met him Uh, amazing person. He's a goofball, but he's our goofball. He's a ball of energy. He is a phenomenal human being. Uh, he wild as hell, but I mean, he's our guy though. He's very respectful, thinks of the kids. He's like he always says, he's for the people. So I want to give a shout out to you, my brother. Congratulations on your proclamation. Uh, most love to you and your family, man. That's an amazing feat. I love you, bro. And keep your head up. Keep doing exactly what you're doing. You're a type of fan that for the NFL that needs to be given their flowers to because you are an amazing person. So as I finish that, guys, I'm going to say, please make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, guys. So like I always say, every single show, help me grow so we can do more. I appreciate and love you guys for tuning in. Tomorrow, unfortunately, like I said earlier in the show, Rio wasn't able to come in today because he had prior engagements that he had to deal with. But he did say that he's going to try to come in tomorrow. So we're going to try to figure something out because I got to do overtime tomorrow. We're going to figure out the way. If I'm not able to talk about the game tomorrow, because I have to do overtime, I definitely will be talking about it on Sunday. Not Sunday, Saturday. So, but we're going to try to find a way to get him in here and talk about it. Like, share, subscribe, guys. Thank you for coming in. And as we always do, left hand up. Who are we? The Commanders. Peace.